This video will be probably the biggest bombshell you're gonna hear. I've looked at the A+ ratings, the A ratings, the pollsters that have all the great ratings from Nate Silver, and I've determined one thing. They are faking the polls. And after Nate Silver tweeted something, right, and I heard People's Pundit, it's come to my conclusion that the pollsters are faking their polls. We're gonna get right into it, because this is huge. And I've looked into the crosstabs, the data of the pollsters, and I'm noticing one clear trend. Groups that Trump won by ridiculous margins in 2016 are not getting polled. And they're not getting polled, it's like, oh, they're missing his base. Oh, no. They're not even polling them. They're not even trying to poll them. And I'm going to show you why. So, this here is the Wisconsin, the Rust Belt map by Nate Cope, by the pollsters, claiming that the Orange Man is done in the Rust Belt, alright? But you notice anything odd about the dots? Well, this is all you need to know. How in God's name is these counties in Wisconsin, right? These are Republican counties, extremely Republican. And down here in Waukesha, how is there so many blue dots? You take a look at it. 2016. Look at these margins Trump won these by. 22, 23, 13, 12. And guess what? They trended heavily Republican. All of these counties. And they apparently all gonna flip back. Down here in La Crosse, Trump only lost by 9. According to this, pretty much Trump loses by like 30, right? And you keep seeing these margins. Look at Waukesha. Look at the suburbs of Milwaukee. By some ungodly miracle, they swing 27 points Democrat. 27! And not at all. Look at Washington. It swings 40 points according to this. You see those blue dots? Look at this. What is this nonsense? This is horseshit, alright? And it's the A+ poll. And don't even get me started on Appalachia, alright? Ohio. Don't even get me started on this. Trump won these by 50 points about. 42. 55. According to Nate Silver, or Nate Cope I should say. Somehow, there's no Republicans getting polled here. Really? And somehow, Republicans are going to do better in Cincinnati, the Cincinnati suburbs, Trump is, than Appalachia. Look at this. They're completely missing thousands upon thousands of votes here. They're missing an entire chunk of Trump's base and claiming it's going to Biden. Alright? And you're noticing the counties that have extremely Republican support are all heavily swinging to Biden according to this. This is nonsense. Look at Pennsylvania. Notice anything. They missed entire counties. This is not a joke. Look at this. Look at these counties right here. Alright, these 4. Let me find them. They basically missed them. They're missing a chunk of counties. And these are decent-sized counties. Not the biggest, but they're missing them. And counties that Trump won by extremely wide margins, again, somehow reversed every single swing. Places like Carbon County somehow swings back. Almost, what is it? Like 34 points back when Trump won it by 34? It goes on and on. Alright? And you're noticing a trend here. Like, look at rural Iowa. Look at all these blue dots in counties that Trump won by insane margins. Alright? Look at this. Which one? Marion County, that's a good one. Somehow blue. And they're missing counties here too. It goes on, and this makes 0 sense. They're claiming that Trump is going to lose his entire base. And it goes on and on and on with the New York Times. And it's not just the New York Times. Alright, let's just check their national poll. Somehow it's D+3. Or D+6, I should say. When 2016 was D+4, or 2018. Look at their 2016 vote. 14% of the people they polled did not vote. 14%. That's almost 50 million new voters according to this. What? And then you look at this nonsense. How in God's name does Trump lose independents by 9? That's margins Obama didn't even get. In 2008, Trump won them by 4. Mitt Romney won them by 5, I believe. It goes on and on and on. Let's look at Marist poll. How is it D plus 3, but Trump loses by 10 points, I think this poll says. Look at how much they're missing. It goes on. And this is not even the worst part. I don't even want to go look at it at this point. It's ridiculous. These people are nuts. But that's not the worst of all. Let's look at ABC/Washington at this point. This is the company that owns Nate Silver. They give him an A+ rating. I wonder why. It's like, you know, that Nate Silver's owned by them. He doesn't give ratings based on how good they are. They give them based on, you own me? Yeah, here, you're gonna get A+ rating. And look at this! Independents, Biden plus 12. Moderates, almost 50 points. This is ridiculous. And remember, that's bigger than Obama won them by 4% points for independents. It goes on and on. Women, 23-point win for Biden, really? Let's look at Fox. Look at this. I found the margin of errors. It's not the overall margin of errors we're not looking at. Screw that. Look at the margin of errors for stuff like blacks, stuff like non-whites. Look at liberals, moderates, conservative. Wait, where's the ridiculous one? Whites with no degree, 8.5% margin of error. 8.5%. And let me guess, it's bad for Blumph. But listen, it goes on and on and on. People, this is ridiculous. The pollsters are straight up lying. They are making up their numbers. Alright? And I can confirm this with a tweet that Nate Silver sent himself. Notice his wording on this tweet. Alright? I don't think it's really worth talking about individual polls and firms that have a poor track record and I wouldn't particularly trust to act in good faith. Right? Start off okay. And it's really to the good faith part that matters. A firm that has middling track record, but I can trust to do honest work, at least you can get some sense of direction of the poll. You know what that pretty much said, right? He pretty much just said, oh yeah, so, you know, I may know the poll is making up the numbers, but I'm going to still include it in the aggregate because it does, you know, track something. Usually manipulating the median narrative is what some partisan polls do. We include partisan polls in our averages, but they're handled differently and weighed less. But there's a gray zone of firms that act like partisans, each though they technically aren't by our rules. He's pretty much admitting that they have polls are making up their numbers, and he's including them in the aggregate and purposely weighing them at ridiculous margins. It goes on and on and on. And listen, guys, he pretty much just said they made up the polls. I can go on and on. You look at these crosstabs, they make 0 sense. Trump is not losing independents by 9. Guys, I'm telling you, these polls are making it up. There's no way this map is happening. Ridiculous. They're purposely missing the entirety of Trump's base. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a video that I can't believe actually I had to make. But looking at the data, it's confirmed. They are making up their numbers. These mainstream polls. There's no way these polls make any sense. And plus, they can't be that bad. Because these dots just don't make any sense. Do they really think they're fooling us? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, hit the link button down below. Subscribe, share it to friends. Hit that little bell. And yeah, this is just a big video I wanted to make. Guys, at this point, I'm pretty sure they're making up their numbers. Don't listen to what the pollsters or Nate Silver said. He pretty much flat out admitted. Oh yeah, by the way, I know the pollsters pretty much may have, you know, making up the numbers. They're fake, etc. And also, one more thing before I forget. The Trafalgar situation. Nate Silver instantly attacked him for possibly having fake numbers. But how would he know if the numbers were faked? I think he knows something in the background that pollsters are faking their polls. I hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, hit the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends. This is a big video, guys. If it turns out they did fake the numbers, this is what the data is showing. These numbers do not make sense whatsoever. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.